Hey guys, it's that Yummy guy. We're gonna learn how to make this kitchen for burritos? The breakdown event for Astroneer was very confusing for me at first. You log into the game, you find that your cave is littered with colored research aid pods and snowmen, and the stuff you find in them are very unusual. Like little toys that you combine together to make this. But nothing will take away from the fact that it was a fun challenge to complete. I'm here to help you understand it a little better if you're struggling too. As an amateur astroneer, I found myself learning and tinkering with machines to figure out the fastest method to solo this breakdown event. And this is what I came up with. I call it the Burritonator 100. I'm just kidding, you don't have to call it that. But it will help you organize and understand the workflow required to complete this challenge as you cook burritos with it. And in a bit, you'll find out how it works, and you'll get some tips on what you can do to collect the ingredients faster. I'll try to keep this as simple as possible. Go ahead and take as many screenshots as you'd like. They're going to help you as a reference point when it's time to put everything together. First, let's talk about how to build it and all the materials you need. For this to work, you will need 4 large T platforms, 2 extra large curved platforms, 2 small printers, 3 medium printers, 1 large printer, 9 resource canisters, 6 gas canisters, and 2 medium silos. And here's the list. And to make a single burrito, you will need 2 of each of the following raw ingredients. Automaton. These will be combined into cosmic automatons, noxomatons, cosmic squash, and squashothane. These 3 will be combined into an omnugget, and then in the final stage you will combine this omnugget and squashothane with leek and resipound to make the burrito. They will all need to be in the respective resource and gas canisters to maximize output. Baubles cannot be stored in any canister, so you will have to store them on silos. In terms of the arrangement of everything, it might be easier to understand if you think of how a real burrito is made. This means we can classify the kitchen in 3 stages to better understand what we're working with. You have your cutting board for prepping the raw ingredients, your saucepan for cooking them, and your wrapping station. Pretty self-explanatory. Also, I think of this one as kind of like a sauce dispenser. What great burrito never included a sauce, right? Place down the printers like this, place down medium storages in these slots, and 1 large storage on the last slot here. Arrange all canisters and silos of the ingredients like this, and make sure every canister has the output disabled before you begin cooking. This is how it should look. Once everything is in place, you may commence the printing in order of the stages. First, turn on the printer cycle and hit the green button for each printer on the prepping stage. Once they are done, do the same for the cooking stage. Then the same thing for the wrapping stage. At the end, you may have the burritos print into the storage of your choice. In my case, I made a mess because I wanted to display my burrito progress for my stream, so don't do that. I might suggest something like auto arms that mount your burritos onto a train if you're cooking underground like I did. Which reminds me, maybe you want some tips on collecting ingredients a bit faster. So here's how I did it. I set up a new base using a railway from the surface to the underground layer that has the easiest access to all the ingredients I would need right on Silva, which is the green layer near the planet core. The snowmen will drop leeks and resipounds, and the research aids will drop everything else. Some even dropping noxomatons and cosmic squash. The glowing exo-catchies also dropped items when blown up, but were not really that useful in this low-gravity environment, so I ignored them for the most part. Speaking of low-gravity environments, I used rail cars to slot all the containers in and filled them up as much as I could before heading back to the kitchen. It served as an extension cord for opening pods, and as an oxygen supply for tethers. A couple of useful tools I might suggest for your trip are the jetpack, a hoverboard, and a silo to pick items faster. Keep extra sets of tethers, RTGs, and oxygen tanks if available, in case you have to stray from the rail engine. And if you need extra building materials to supply your underground base, keep in mind the lids provide 3 scrap nuggets each. Have an extra large shredder to process the scrap without leaving the cave, and use them in the trade platform up on the surface so you can get minerals you would otherwise have to fly to other planets to mine. I'm sure some of you have more ideas on how to get more burritos, so feel free to share them with us in the comments. After all, we're trying to meet the burrito quota a little faster, right? It's funny. This all started with this sketch. which turned into me streaming Astroneer to create this machine that would pump out burritos for me, which turned into this tutorial video teaching you how to make it. I'm just writing this script and realizing how much fun I had through this whole event, and I owe thanks to every person that joined the stream of a random YouTuber like me, doing crazy stuff for fun. So thank you to my friends who support me and Motorgong, Lazyboy, Zephyr, and Crimson for sticking around with ideas, and everyone else who peeked at my shenanigans. It was super fun. In theory, we should be able to launch the rockets and the fireworks at the same time. And if not, well, we tried. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, but we didn't launch the rocket. Let's launch it manually. Yeah! There goes our first rocket. Also, Lazyboy wanted to see a proper celebration for reaching the 100 burritos, so I made y'all this. Without further ado, I pronounce the burrito breakdown event concluded. 3, 2, 1. So yeah, I might continue streaming while also making content as a YouTuber, because I'm really enjoying interacting with you guys through both mediums of content. You guys have been really cool, and to the newcomers, if you enjoy this type of content, feel free to stick around. I'm not very popular, but I like to post some cool content whenever I have the chance. I'm almost a third of the way from the first monetization milestone, so if you want to support this content, remember to smash like and subscribe. Follow the Discord link in the description so you don't miss out on my next streaming content announcements, and I'll see you all in the next one. So long, burritos. Well, we tried.